Welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. I'm with Rolf and Menchii. Hello.
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 So, we're eating new foods now. I'm eating brain jerky as my food of choice. It does quite a lot of hunger and a lot of saturation. And gives you research points. So, brain jerky for days. Like that.
Yay.
Um,
So that's why zombies eat brains.
and we've been over here working like the old cow farm. We're in the middle of moving it. So it's not completely working yet because the ranch is not actually hooked up. But we wanted to put it in a designs area for the aliens, and now they're in the abduction tubes, which Menchii's built this area with the help of me and Rolf. But it looks kind of cool. So that's good. What else is newly built? We promised to do some automation, so I'll come back up to that in a minute. But first I'll show that we've moved the levitators from where they were because they were a bit funky the way we were using them before, so that's a little easier. Rolf, you've given me a new tree farm to work with, haven't you?
Yep.
And I think
Pretty big tree farm.
next episode, not this episode, but next episode will be making use of that tree farm. And the reason it was built is going to become fairly obvious when we get to that episode. So I'll just show you that. What else did we change? I'll go downstairs and show our automation. We'll start with your automation, Rolf.
Okay. Oh, you're running.
Yeah, so
Always
I
running.
think last time we had like the interfaces going in the last episode, didn't we? And got auto
Yeah, and we
crafting
had
going.
processors here, but I put them up on the wall here,
Yeah.
so they're not in the way.
But other than that, you've automated the processors and the growth chamber.
Yeah. It was a pain in the ass to do it this way with these pipes, but we got it working. I'll show you. Processor. I'll ask for 10 processors.
So you can see everything is routing its way around. So basically from this interface here, dumps everything into this chest, right?
Yeah, and these two pipes pull all the items constantly out so they can circulate and get inserted in the right slot when there's space in them. And yeah, then they go to the presses, and when the presses are done they go to the central presses to make a processor, and they get dumped back into the interface, and yeah, we got our new processors.
Cool. So I assume all of these are filtered to only allow the exact objects in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the pipes aren't that smart, they just try to insert everything, and yeah. So I had to put filters on everything.
Yep, and then all the finished stuff are allowed into the interface afterwards, so
Yep.
it works. I mean, it occasionally gets back stuffed, but it sorts itself out pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's done. And then very simply over here, I've done auto processing as well. I've basically, most of these are empty, but this is an induction smelter, a furnace, and a pulverizer. That the furnace right now, I've only got taught the recipe for glass from sand, but we'll fill those in as we need them. And I put a couple of machines over here ready to automate later if I actually want them to be. So mostly I moved them down there, so I cleared up some of the areas.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of space today.
Yeah. And talking about space, we made some space over here. We moved some of the old cow farm and a few other machines that were over here. So now we've got a big space, and we've marked out how big the area we might need for blood magic, which is what we promised we'd do. So I'm going to start on blood magic with the help of Rolf and Menchii here. So, blood magic. The first thing you need is a blood altar. And let's see. I have all the stuff here for a blood altar. Perfect. And to go with a blood altar, you need a basic sacrificial orb. Bit of glass and some of this. Good. I would grab your own sacrificial orbs from here if you can. They'll come in useful.
Yeah, just make some more space. I'll get them in a second.
And basically, for basic blood magic, you just, you know what, I'm actually going to... There we go. Let's change this up a little bit. There we go, that'd be easier. So, you use the sacrificial orb next to the blood altar, and it sacrifices your own health and places it in the altar. But make sure you're actually putting it in. Yeah, there we go. And you dump some stone in, like so. Wait for a little bit. And it will turn into blank slates. So,
Nice.
that can be kind of slow. So let's do some things to help that out a little bit. So let's have a look. There's something called a blood letters pack. And it does require a blank slate, which is what I'm going to use our first blank slate for. I need to make a leather tunic as well. I'll make a few leather tunics and put them in the AE system for the others. So that when we get the extra blank slates, that will work. And I'm going to have to sacrifice my jetpack for a little bit. And I'm going to put on the blood letters armor. And what that's going to do is continually do damage to me over time. And it will stop once it gets halfway, like this. And then take more life off of me as it needs to. And store it into the chest piece. If I take this chest piece out and shift right click, it dumps everything back into all the blood into the blood altar. So let me put some more of these in here, because you're going to want your own blood letters packs.
Yay. And
you just need one of these each. So Menchii, when this is finished, with an empty hand, just nab it and go over to the crafting grid and make yourself a thing. Yeah, it's called a blood letters pack. Okay, so pretty much to be able to do this is, as you can see, is a fairly slow process. So I think what might be a good idea is if we automate it. So let me start working on the automation. Did we have a spare crafting terminal? We do, don't we? Yeah. I'm glad I asked for spare crafting terminals.
Maybe I should automate that.
What? Automate what?
Terminals.
Well, no, because we said that we only need it when we're actively working on an area, so we can take this terminal off later and move it to where we're actively working.
There are gonna be more terminals around, so.
Yeah, true. So automation. For that, we're going to go and look at transfer pipes, if I can spell, which I can't apparently. And we're going to go for the item transfer nodes. And I'm going to grab 2 item transfer nodes, and let's get ourselves some pipes of some kind, not crossover, just basic transfer pipes. So I only need a few here. The other type of pipe I want is the rationing pipe. Oh, I need some more stone slabs. It's easily made. There you go. I do want to take that stone back, so I'll need it in a minute. And that gives me one, but what I really want is something called a hyper rationing pipe. Oh, which is actually easy to make. Fair enough, right? I was going to do it. Let me just put the rationing pipe away. I actually thought you needed the rationing pipe to make the hyper, but you don't. Good. Right. Hyper rationing pipe. Perfect. And I'll explain why I've grabbed those particular pipes in a moment. Let me make sure I've got some extra stone here. And the other thing I'm going to need is filters. And it's these item filters. And I'll grab 2 of them. I only think I need 1, but... Oh, and I'll probably need some chests. So let me grab 2 chests. Get those auto-crafted. Perfect.
I automated the stone in the smeltery for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't want that. Let me use some grey clay. That will actually be other things later, but for now it's fine. So we'll put a chest up here. And a chest over here. Get slightly underneath, and what we're going to do is grab this transfer node and place it on here. Now, anything that is in that chest will get... Oh, I fell down. Will get routed into the blood altar. But I'm going to show you very quickly. If I put in 2 pieces of stone, it will actually grab both pieces of stone and put both pieces of stone into the blood altar, which is a waste of blood. If I put in loads and loads of stone in here, you'd end up putting a stack in the blood altar, which would be problematic. So the other thing is I want to make sure that once the things are finished, I want to be able to pull them back out again. So I'm going to take this other transfer node here and place it against the altar. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try that. There we go. And that's going to grab whatever's in the altar and place it in the chest. Now the problem is that you can make tons of things in this blood altar, and it can get problematic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this item filter I have, and I'm going to tell it, at least at this point in time, to filter on blank slates. So now, if I put in the item filter in here, it will if I put in a piece of stone, just the one in this chest, it will pull it out, and it won't pull the stone out, which is what it would normally do. It was actually just going to wait until it's crafted, and once it's crafted into the blank slate, it should automatically pull it out, and that's exactly what it did. So the other problem which I was saying about, where we've got multiple items going in, so if I put in, say, a stack of stone into that chest, it puts a stack of stone into the altar. To be able to fix that, I can use this hyper rationing pipe here and place it in this slot. And a hyper rationing pipe limits what's ever in the inventory to 1 item. So now I can put loads of stone in here, and it only puts 1 of the stone into the altar. And that way we save on blood, and it does store the rest in its internal storage. And now as it needs it, it will take it out and use it. Now my blood letters pack is pretty much full. I saw Rolf just emptied his. I guess I'll carry on wearing mine for now. So yeah. So Menchii, you're the the one that's a little bit more green when it comes to piping systems. What do you think?
I think it works just fine. I mean, pretty cool.
Yeah.
You
So,
explained it very well. I mean, easy to understand.
cool. What we're going to do a little further down the line is, at the moment, regardless of how much blood is in the altar, it will just keep pumping stone into this thing, and actually you end up wasting blood if there's not enough stored inside the altar at the time. One second, let me see if I can... I may have to mess around with this. Let me grab myself a couple of levers. To show a little bit of how these pipes work. If I put a lever in here and hit the switch, you'll see that once this is finished processing, shouldn't take too long, I hope. There we go. It's because of the redstone signal next to the transfer node, it's not actually going to input the next piece of thing into it. In fact, I can just now use that to add my blood into the network, and I guess I can turn it back on again now that I've got blood in here. So at some point we'll be able to look at the blood altar and how much liquid is in the blood altar and send a redstone signal based on that, which, as you've just seen, this transfer node will operate based on the redstone signal, and we'll use that to our advantage. Om nom nom brain jerky. Cool. Sorry.
Want to get the quest rewards from the quest you just completed.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Where's my book gone? Ah, here it is. I was just doing blood magic. I totally forgot about the quest book. So, blood altar and sacrificial orb gives us some leather. That leather that they give you is actually enough to make you that blood letters pack, or, you know, because the leather jerkin, the leather armor piece. Hence why it gives you that 8 piece there to kind of help you along there. We've made our blank slates, which give me even more blank slates. Then I guess I'll make a blood orb next, and show the blood orb. And I think it's the basic one here, the weak one, which is just a diamond. So let me grab a diamond. And again, everyone is going to want to do this for themselves. So I only need one, so let me just put the rest of these diamonds back. And again, I'll stop this so that I can actually get our next process going, and put the blood in and put the diamond in. So everyone's going to want their own, because everyone gets their own personal blood network, and we'll be able to see that personal blood network probably a little bit later in this episode when I get divination sigils, but for now you end up doing a lot of this blind, but that's fine. Let me put on my pack. This one takes a while to craft, but
What was the empty command for the blood letters pack?
oh, once the thing is empty, you just right click on the altar, but you have to wait for there to not be an object in it.
Oh, okay, that's why it wasn't working.
Yeah, so now if you right click for your blood letters pack on the altar, it should empty. There we go. And now put your diamond in.
Oh, okay.
Looks like Rolf beat you to it. So now I've got the...
That's okay.
So now I've got a weak blood orb. The very first thing you want to do with a weak blood orb is right click it with it, and what it does is it binds it to you, and it will tell you that you're the current owner of the weak blood orb, which by the way finishes a quest for us, which gives us blood runes. Now this actually saves us a little bit of a job, because once you hand that in, can you pass me your blood runes? Actually I need the 8, don't I? So the ones you've given me is fine. So right now this is a tier 1 altar, and the orb that we've got is a tier 1 orb effectively. I'll wait for Menchii to put his diamond in. Okay. Yes, just stick your diamond in the blood altar. There you go. The reason I ask you to do that because I'm getting rid of the lever. I wanted to prevent the stone coming in. So, yeah, the blood runes. Thank you. Go around like so. And now that is the next tier of blood altar. Is this the tier 1? I think this might be considered tier 1.
No, this is tier 2 already.
Alright, fair enough. So now this is a tier 2 orb. Let's look in our quest book once again. And we've had 9 blood runes, so now we can actually claim the rewards. Oh, we get a potion of regen for that, of which is probably worth drinking right away. There we go. And then that will regen our health quicker, which will then fill up our blood letters pack quicker. Menchii, do you want to grab your orb now it's done?
Okay.
And within your hand, just right click it.
Yep.
Yep,
Got
and
it.
that should be bound to you. Cool.
Sure is.
Right. Next up on our list of things is reinforced slates. Reinforced slates require the tier 2 altar. So let's look at how to do that. So right now, we have got the filter that is set on... Oops. Let's make sure I've got nothing in my hand. There we go. Which is set on just normal blank slates. So what I want to do is turn this off, as this will also recognize the redstone signal, and turn this on and get a piece of stone in here. Now, once you get past one tier of slate, which will take a bit of time, I may need more blood in here, but we'll see. It will carry on cooking, and you'll see that there's the red squiggles above, means it's still processing and still
My
using
pack
blood.
is full, so when you need it, I can put it in.
And now that it's finished, it's made the second type of slate, which is reinforced slate, and now you can put the blood in. There you go. And what I can do is grab this item filter out and switch it here with this item filter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blank slate item filter just away in here for now, and I'm going to put the reinforced slate one instead. Now I'm going to actually adjust all of this so it works differently later, but I'm just doing a quick and dirty method right now. So now this is now automated, and with the lever off here, so that, oops, once it gets to reinforced slate, then it will put it in this chest. Let's do that. There we go. And I guess, how many do we need? 8 slates? Right, what else are we after? Divination sigil. Let me look at the recipe for a divination sigil. Which is this one, which is glass and one of those blank slates. Do I have some? Yep, I do. Which came from quest rewards, I guess. So a divination sigil. And again, you'll probably all want one each of these, most likely. But I'm actually going to make myself one of those. And now you can see that my personal network has got 2000 LP in it, and it doesn't have an ability to hold that much. And by right clicking it on the altar, we can see how much is in the altar, and you can see that it's draining right now. And we also see the current tier of the altar. So let me turn this off again. And once it's finished processing this, what was it I was going to do? There we go. I'm going to grab this blood orb. And again, just to remind you, my personal network's at 2000 LP. But you can also see on the left-hand side of my screen, there is a bar, which is about half full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a weak blood orb into the blood altar itself. And it will soak up the blood that's in the altar here. And place it in the blood orb. And it will place it in my network. And you can see I've now got like 2500 and that bar's filling up. That magic that's stored locally to me is usable for some spells later on, which we'll get to at some point. But yeah, let me take my blood orb out because I actually don't really need any at the moment. And I'll just flip the switch. So again, looking at a quest book, that gives us a sigil of holding as a reward. Now if I shift click the sigil of holding, I then have access to its inventory, and by right clicking now with the sigil of holding, it will act as the divination sigil. By shift well, I can't remember how, it might come obvious when I'm actually using it later, but when you've got more sigils, you'll be able to store them in here so you're not having to carry around tons of sigils with you. But yeah, now you can use that Menchii to be able to see how much blood is either in your network or in the altar itself.
Yep, it works quite nice. The other sigil I would recommend, but I don't know if you want to do it now, is the sigil that makes lights for a very small amount of blood, so you never have to have a torch again.
Yeah, we used that on our last server quite a bit, the lights one. We don't really need
I can't remember the name.
Like, let's face it, how much torches do we use in here? Like, we really don't use torches.
Well, none, but if you want a almost invisible light source, because it's only red particle effects, but
yeah,
I don't know, I just one I used a lot on a different build one time.
Yeah, they're definitely useful for quite a lot of builds. On this particular build, we're going for lumium lamps, so it won't be...
Yeah, we don't really need it here.
Yeah, we won't be needing it for our current builds. Right, anyway, so that's those. Now, I'll probably look at maybe going up to divine in the altar diviner as our next thing to make. So let's have a look at the altar diviner. So this is actually not from Blood Magic, it's from a mod called Sanguimancy, which is like an add-on to it. And we need a tier 3 altar for it. So what I suggest that we do, because we need a lot of blood and sigils and slates made, is that we come back in a short while after we've made a whole bunch of slates. How's that sound?
Sounds smart.
Sounds good.
Yep, okay, we'll be right back. Hey, we're back, and we've got lots of slates, as you can see, in my inventory. So we're going to make use of those slates. The first thing I'm going to use with those slates is make some more of those runes. Some basic blood runes to begin with. Oh, I should probably put these in the system. There we go. I am going to grab about 20 of them. Actually, I think I need about that many.
Yeah, you need 20.
Yeah, well, plus the ones to fill up the tier 1, which I'm going to rebuild. And then I'm going to convert those into speed runes, which I may not have enough slates for, but we'll see. Oh, apparently I've only made enough for 3. That's crazy. I really was low. Unless it's still crafting more. I forgot it's quite costly to turn them all into speed ones. Well, we can use is blank, the normal runes for now. And then upgrade them later. So I'll just use the basic ones, and we'll just use 6 as speed and the rest. Whatever. Right. So, tier 2 is, I think, 1 down, 1 away, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, basically off of here.
Nope. That's 2 down.
Let's check. Right, Sanguine Signtem is... It's hard to see. I think it's 1... that might be 2 down and 2 away.
No, it's 1 down, 2 away. It said so on the wiki.
Alright, so here.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and then they start off with in groups of 5. So let's get that going. 1. And the rest will have to be blood runes. 4 and 5. I'll grab some other blocks. Like that. And then finally, like this. There we go. And that's mostly the route to tier 2, but not quite. What we need is some glowstone.
I've got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Alright, so I believe we go...
Wanna build it?
Yeah, a couple up. And
I
then
believe
glowstone on
2
top.
is the minimum up you have to go, but I don't know if that's actually a thing.
It has to be exact location actually.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
This should be it.
There we go. So we can check that. I've got my divination sigil, and now it's a tier 3 altar. The tier 3 altar, I'm just going to turn this off, and let's fill it with as much blood as we have. You got it? Oh, actually, before we turn it on and make these, no, actually, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I was actually considered making an altar diviner, but the altar diviner doesn't allow you to do the nuance stuff to do the different slates. So I'm gonna use this normally, and not use the diviner. I might try and show it in action, but you can see now that the blood altar is now going up to another tier of rune, and now we get a 3rd tier called the imbued slate. And I need another what do you call it, filter, yeah. So I'll make a bunch actually and just store them in that chest. So yeah, it's 5. I also think I want a block of gold, so let me grab that.
Well, aren't you demanding?
Yeah, super demanding. And grab my filter here. I'll put some of them away. And just keep 1 for myself. There we go, and what I'm going to do is filter the imbued slate like I did before. Didn't mean to chuck it on the floor. There you go. And now what I'm going to do is set this so that it makes imbued slates in here instead of blanks. Now we'll be able to see that, so hit the switch and it will pull that out, and if I wanted to it would pull the next one, but thankfully we've kept that back. Have we got enough blood to fill this up again?
I just filled it.
I put all mine in.
Oh, okay, good. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a block of gold in here. And I believe this gives us actually the tier 2 orb. There'll be another orb above this one as well that I can make. But it's good to have the variety. So I'm currently making...
No, you're making the tier 3 now. And it's gonna need a lot of more.
Oh, emerald is the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. We need more blood, don't we? Crap. For some reason. I'm not regenning as well, so that's a mistake there. So let me sort that out. Let me grab an emerald, because I'll want that. Did you take out the blood, the gold?
Yeah.
Okay. Bit of... I'll put in as much blood as I can.
You need about 5,000, so...
I need less than that though for emerald, so what I'm going to do is I'll do the emerald first.
No, you need 5,000 for the emerald.
Oh, for God's sake. Alright, alright. I'll just keep filling it as it goes. It should be alright. There we go.
Yeah.
So now I've got the next orb up, and then eventually the block of gold, but we may have to wait for that. Right, I'm going to make something first, because as you saw, we ran out of blood, and there's a way of actually solving that. So let's grab ourselves what's called an altar emitter. So we'll need another blood altar made. And apparently I've got no levers in here, so I'm going to make a stack of them because I'm always end up needing levers one thing or another. And I'm also going to grab some redstone. Now, the altar emitter, from what I understand, goes into the corner, and by right clicking I can tell it how much blood it needs. So how much blood does it need for the gold one?
25,000.
Oh, I don't think it won't go up that high because this is only can do 10k in here. Well, I'll set it up to 5,000 at the moment, I guess. And now, without this... Oh, move. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Unless there was 5,000 in that network in there. I doubt it. No. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's adjust it then. Let's put this lever back for a second. And take that out. Put that in there for now. And we'll move it to... I think it goes in the corners. I could be wrong. But I think it's designed for the corners. Right, let's try and get 5k in here and see if the redstone turns on. You haven't got any more bloods?
It's over 6,000 already.
Okay, so that's not correct. Let's try placing it... could have sworn it went in the corners. I'll look it up if I have to. But I'll try to place it here. Let's see if it starts emitting redstone signals. Nope.
Oh, it needs to be in the corner.
Yeah, which is where I've had it, was in the corner. Okay, let me try off a different side. Maybe it only goes off of a particular side. Yeah, look,
No,
there we
all
go.
4 sides.
Now it's working.
Ah,
So now I just need to thread this over to that there. But that's going to turn it off, so I need to... right, put that lever back. Well, someone grabbed it, yeah. Right, let's reverse it. This is super old school, but, you know, basic NOT gate, I guess. Redstone torch. Do, do, do. Oh. Okay, let's try... God, I have to tidy this up and make it look good later. Let's put that on. That's still not enough, okay. I'll have to turn the signal round, I guess. Why is that being bad? You grab that. I'm going to route this completely differently. Right. God, my redstone mechanics need work. Could someone come over and bring some blocks over so I don't have to keep breaking blocks in an attempt to do this? Thanks. Because I've got like fuck all materials here. Yup. Right, get that there, get a block above. Redstone torch. Yeah, there we go, now it's reacting. Okay. Now, there we go, now it's inverted. Now I can get rid of this. And now it's got enough blood in it to do the process. So we'll watch it. Once it goes past 5k in here, which is what I've got that set to, it should switch.
No, it has to be reset. It was still set to the basic settings.
Oh. Oh, so I broke it again.
That's
okay.
to 5k now.
Oh, okay. Which you probably need 5k, more than 5k to do imbued slates, but... Alright, let's see if it will react correctly when we get 5k back in there again. So let me grab my pack.
I have 6k on me.
Yeah, just do it. There we go, now it's working.
And needs 8k for an imbued slate.
Okay, well we can always switch it up to 8k. There we go. There we go. And now it won't run again. Oh, why did it run?
Oh, I emptied my pack.
Oh, okay. Alright. I was going to show that it wasn't going to run. Alright, fair enough. Well, you can see the redstone signals are changing and that's kind of working. Alright, let's finish off this episode with going through the quest book and handling anything that we've kind of done. So reinforced slates, we'll grab... for now we'll grab the self-sacrifice runes to help us, I guess. Because that's most useful to us right now. We'll grab our imbued slate quest. We did this bloody redstone quest. We also unlocked some things in other quest lines. So we've now got passive mobs is now unlocked. So now we can choose between skillet and chicken. I'm going to grab the chicken. Those we'll get to later. And we'll do those quests. Any other hidden quests that we've done?
Oh no, that's the mystical blood.
Are we done then?
I think we have all of them turned in.
Yep. Cool. Obviously we'll be coming back to do more advanced blood magic in the future, but I think next episode we're going back to Britannia again. So we're going to use some tools to make doing blood magic a little easier using some Britannia. So that'll be next episode. If you've enjoyed the episode, as per usual, leave a rating, which is always helpful to us. And comments we love to read, so please leave a comment as well. Hope you're enjoying the look of the base. Any feedback on that is always nice. Yeah, from myself, Fireweaver, Rolf and Menchii, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.